Michele Bachmann has come up out of the shit once again. Yeah, she has. She is referring to Trump as Rocky Balboa of politics. And Bachmann said, God raised up Donald Trump. They always say raised up. You know, isn't that redundant? You asshole. If you raise something, of course it goes up. Anyway, Bachmann believes God picked Donald to be the Republican Party's nominee. That's what she told the Christian Broadcasting Network. Now, remember, she supported Ted Cruz, and she acknowledged it. She said, quote, I actually supported Ted Cruz. I thought he was fabulous. But I also see that at the end of the day, God raised up Donald Trump, who was going to be the nominee in this election. She also said in this interview, I don't think God sits things out. He's a sovereign God. That means he doesn't have to pay any taxes and doesn't need a driver's license. He's a sovereign God. Donald Trump became our nominee. Then she added, she said that Trump is going to win the general election against Clinton. She said, quote, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I do know the Bible is true and that Daniel teaches the Most High God, which is one of God's names, is the one who lifts up who he will, and takes down who he will. Oh. Anyway, Bachmann is now an advisor on Trump's Evangelical Executive Advisory Board. Jesus Christ. And then I saw this, unrelated, but in a way it's related. A little email to somebody. It says, the GOP keeps having all these candidates that believe they were chosen by God. So claimed Michele Bachmann, Scott Walker, Ben Carson, Rick Perry, Rick Santorum, Mike Huckabee, Rand Paul, Marco Rubio, John Kasich, and of course our dear old Ted Cruz. And God has gone back on his promise every time. When are they going to catch on that God has a marvelous sense of humor and is pulling their leg big time? But on the other hand, if conservatives believe God is busy directing the politics of the USA, then how come they could not reconcile that it was the wish of God that Obama should be our president? Not once, but twice. Or do the Republicans have a different God than the Democrats, who, by the way, have made no such claim of divine bias? Man, you just can't make this stuff up. And to me, it really makes it crystal clear why we need to build a Trump-style Mexican wall to separate church and state. God raises up a well, Michelle, what about, it's like the man said, what about Obama? Oh my God. Oh, these people are so fucked up. And the thing that is the highest irony, not to mention one great big joke that Trump has played on these evangelicals, or they're playing it on him, is the fact that he doesn't give a rat's ass about religion. Certainly not the evangelical brand of Christianity. It's like, oh my God, give me a break. Let me go get laid somewhere and drink some booze and smoke some dope and go gamble. But Jesus, keep these Christians away from me, except when I need them. They're boats. And once I get in office, fuck them. Just like every other president, Republican, they always promise evangelical, well, we're going to get rid of abortion, we're going to get rid of queers, we're going to bring prayer back in the schools, we're going to make people stand for the national anthem, the pledge, and then nothing ever happens. But this time, God has raised up Donald Trump.